find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it'll be first out here after the run.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Back Philly. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Webb. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Webb. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun. Blue lane. Gun. Blue lane.
Webb to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Play clock winding down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The play clock's running down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second down following the run.
Watch it now, Hardy. All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. Pretty move. And he is knocked down from the side at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green,
Operating from the gun. Francis. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And from down in Miami, an update. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Webb. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marcus Golden in there to sack him for a loss of 6. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Let's go.
Webb now from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. gets a chance to get after the quarterback, it's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get it out of there. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down. From the gun, Francis, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken around the 12. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Webb. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, he came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on 2nd down. Francis. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Let's go. 38.
And he's got room. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Francis. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Webb now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, it's Webb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Webb, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On first down, Francis. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Francis. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Back to throw. Francis. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go now.
Throwing on third and long. Francis. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards on the ground.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Webb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On third down, Webb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go.
Now Webb. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Off play action, it's Webb. Going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on third down, Webb. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A very solid gain of 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down, Francis. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. as they run the counter play. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. To throw on 2nd down, Webb. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Webb. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back now here on EA Sports. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Webb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Peters. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a play fake here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
2nd down, 8.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go, now. 19.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Lions. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dewan Smoot in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Francis. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Set, 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at
On 3rd down. That's Chapman, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Over. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 50.
On 3rd down. It's Chapman, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
He's back to throw. A swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Leopard.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with 5 seconds left. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
We'll see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And it drops down incomplete. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown